Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, my YouTube. Let's get to it. I'm going to wait a few minutes as I usually do and let people jump into the room. Let me hear the sound. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for. Okay, sounds good. Oh my goodness, I look a mess. I look like a Saturday morning hooker. Goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness, I look a mess. Why did that mute? There it is. Okay. All right. I wanted to talk to you about learning and how I wasn't learning because I discovered something, and I want you to pay attention to this because this might be relative in your life, something about creation itself. So what I wanted to, let me get this good. And of course, this is my thing. This might be relatable. This is a very subjective point of view, as all creation is. You can associate with it through the transference of energy and, of course, the vibrational resonance or match that make it make sense or fit somehow into your life. So, hello, Athena. Hello, Karina. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Mike. So I wanted to talk about something I noticed about myself learning and how exponentially accelerated my learning was when I just removed one piece of the puzzle that was in my mind as a posture, as a, not even a posture, maybe even more so as a standard. So let's go back to when I was a child and not loving school at all. I wanted to ride my fucking bike. I wanted to play outside. I wanted to be out in the nature of things. I always got dirt. I was playing in the dirt. I loved it. I wanted to be outside. Anyways, so I didn't like homework and I didn't like school and I didn't like that. But what I got is if I do the work satisfactory, then I'm released from that obligation. So this is an everyday occurrence reinforced in my life as I'm growing up. So it turns in, hello, Theo. Theo, sorry, baby. It turns into a standard, an algorithm, and that carries through my life. We all have the same childhood covets. We don't relate to them with the same mind, but it's still an algorithmic reactionary truth or process. So what I created in my lifetime, as according to learning, was a series of boxes to check. So if I checked off something, that means it was good enough, but I wasn't learning it. I never learned the fucking material. My fucking teachers are yapping off talking about this. Just tell me how to pass the class so I don't have to listen to your fucking ass anymore. Because the vibration behind the teachers is the same. Hang on. I gotta have my pen. Is the same vibrational bullshit of accomplishments. They're checking off boxes as well. They have a curriculum given by the state in order for you to continue to get paid, and you have to check these marks, and that has something to do with the students and the passing rate. And of course, it's grown incredibly severe now. I mean, I'm sure the teachers nowadays are under incredible pressures to meet these quotas by these people, or they're out on their ass. Although we need teachers because there's not enough, but we're holding them accountable to such a bullshit standard. So no one's learning. And I'm not talking about regurgitation. I'm not talking about the fucking check marks of life. I'm not talking about your habits of routine to get through the day. Even that keeps you from learning. Even if you're doing your systematic ideas of going to work and getting the day done and going through your check marks of the day in order to get back to something that is preferable, like I did when I was a child, get me the fuck away from homework so I can get outside and get on my bike. I gotta go, I want to get it done. So I bullshitted. So lately, I'm learning incredible amount of learning because I don't have check marks anymore. I don't have the pressures. I'm not trying to escape. The hardest part about this is to realize what a fucking idiot I am. That I'm not educated as far as the ideas about humanity, about simple ideas. I have great intelligence once it comes to ascension. I have great talkability. I can talk your pants off. I understand the dialogue of humanity. I'm very, very well versed in. But as far as statistical ideas or just a lot of the common sense stuff or a lot of the standard stuff, I don't, because I didn't listen. I don't understand because I didn't listen. What did I didn't fucking listen because it interested me in no way, shape, or form. So I would have learned everything that the teachers wanted to teach me, but I was told, and here's what it is. Here's what the driving factor behind it all was: the possibility of fucking failure. You motherfuckers. Hello, Kiska. Siska. Hi, baby. The possibilities of fucking failure. My household was not a good place to fail because my father was taught that failure is a bad thing in his life, and he carried it on to me and my brother. My brother was intelligent, he was smart, he was athletic, so he was revered. I'm a nature girl out there having fun, playing, not interested in sports or the things that my father liked, and therefore I was this abomination, right? So lottie-dottie, everyone, we know what happened. So I grew up learning. So lately I've been looking at myself. And I have this wonderful game I play. I play chess. And my ratings go up and down because I will sometimes get the intuition to play, but I never really learned the game after 10, 12 years of playing it. I've learned the moves, but I didn't learn the fucking game. And see, that's wrong. That's wrong not to society. It's not wrong and right or wrong in anyone's opinion. It's wrong to me. I don't care about anyone else. It's me not giving me what I'm worth because my mind was telling me if you win, it's good. If you lose, it's bad. But I wasn't studying. I wasn't learning. I wasn't getting better at myself. So I learned these ideas about chess. I watched the right chess videos to learn how to play chess and understand the game, to learn how to write a deeper sense of my writing. When I'm writing the second book, Venusia, now, the deeper sense of writing and bringing out and letting this out because I removed this fucking pressure in my goddamn head. I removed the systematic check marks of escapism, of getting it done, and then looking for revered. I was watching how many words I had written. And a lot of words means I'm doing good. My habit was to, okay, I got 40,000 words now, and it's probably going to be about a 90,000 or 100,000 word novel, and I'm almost there, and I'm always looking. My mind is looking, but I won't let my mind control me anymore. I won't let it lead my behavior anymore. So I understood learning is happening every fucking day, but we're not learning for reasons anymore. I had to remove the outcome. I had to remove time. I had to remove the pressures of failures. I had to see those ideas and I had to remove them within my kingdom. And that is an actionable idea without learning, but you're always learning is the point here. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, you're growing yourself because you are in the middle of fucking consciousness, middle of consciousness. Yes, currently playing chess. Hi, Julia. Every day you're learning about life, but we are looking at the things. I was looking about the things about getting that part of the day done so I can move on. And my life was systematic check marks of moving on. And I never really fucking lived. I lived emotionally. I lived accomplitory, which is accomplishing. I lived in the status of always getting it done and moving forward. And then the day would end and it would start all over. And then the cycle. I got my little calendar here. I got my little check marks here. I check off paid my bills. Today's this. I got my classes right up. I got all my check marks. But I wasn't living for the day. I wasn't living for the moment. And you can't fucking turn that off. You can't turn that habit off. You just fucking can't. Not enough information's, not enough theories. You have to live the fucking action. And then you can start to transcend that habited lifestyle that keeps you from learning the gestalt, the absolute priceless moment. You still do the same motions. I'm still writing. I still am checking off and paying my bills. But what I'm doing now is I'm alive in the moment because I wasn't focused on the emotion that I seeked as a child to get it done so I can go and do what I wanted to do. But now I'm doing everything I want to do. There's nothing I don't never choose that is not what I want to do. And that took me a lot of goddamn work. A lot of fucking work. Hard. Hello, Debbie. Hello, a lot of work. A lot of brutal honesty to recognize this is my shit. If I choose this again, I'm going to get the same feeling. And that would have been fine if I was fast fucking asleep. But I got the gift of my own love and I enlightened myself with my own light drawn in by my attraction. And I chose that light, creation light, and it reflected back to me saying, hey, wake the fuck up, Roxy, and see yourself. And you got to take a hard, long, honest, brutal look at yourself, and the choice is effortless. It's easy, but what's hard is the emotional transcendence that's going to tear you down and leave you wanting for that absolute addiction to emotional identity. And it's very easy, very seductive to slip right back into it every fucking day and say, that's life. Or I'll do better. No, get busy every day. And look how your approach to the moment changes the relationship. If you're a Debbie Downer going into the moment saying, God, I have to do this, then it's going to be, God, I have to do this. And if it is something you truly do not want to do, then do not do it. No one leads you except your beliefs in your mind. No one enslaves you except the beliefs in your mind. No one has anything to do with your universe except you and your truths that you live every day, creating your reality every fucking second. And here you are in the now. The opportunity to change. So I would suggest it. I highly recommend it. There was a time I told some people, I don't recommend you doing this because it's going to hurt. It's going to suck. I wanted to prepare people for what it is to transcend the human identity because it leaves you empty. It leaves you wanting. It leaves you purposeless. And then you don't know what that is because up here, if you're thinking about it, you're an ego thinking about what that feels like from an ego stance. So it feels for feeling until you get to it. And then you start taking the beliefs down. And the only thing you're left with is a rawness of creation with no identity. You're going to be a scared fucking puppy, lost. And you're going to only find one thing. Your awareness, your isness, your worth, your presence, your existence is all you have to live for. Not a reason, not a purpose, not a hope, not a want, not a need. You're going to live for just I am. And that sucked. That was very painful because I wanted to count, God damn it. I wanted to matter in other people's lives. It didn't matter what I felt. I don't care how about I feel. I needed the emotional acceptance that kept me checked. And then my life was status quo. And I had to tear it all down. And the check marks were keeping me from learning. Really learning about life, not learning for a reason or better education or a promotion at work. Fuck that shit. Learning because I'm in the middle of consciousness and I've chosen a separation idea. I need to understand why I'm here, what I'm doing. And the only way I do that is take away the mind that says how to do it and learn it as this naked, raw awesomeness in the moment to find out creation your way, which is always always your way. But now this time the sight, the approach, the look is not outside. For God's sakes, you woke up and you took it and you said, this is my kingdom. This is who I am. And you choose that self. You know what I talk about. If any of you watch my videos, it's all about finding the self-worthy, the love, to discover the internal self. And learning your nows will help you see how you tick. It'll show you your parts that are no longer valuable to you, very, very valuable to the ego, especially when you get that friction inside of you. You're recognizing what keeps you imprisoned in the algorithm of commonality, status quo, the standards of externalism, value in the outside over the inside, and you have an opportunity to take it the fuck down. You have an opportunity to transcend beliefs and turn your truths from beliefs into fucking knowings. And those knowings are undefendable because you would never defend your knowing. You defend your beliefs, you argue for them. But a knowing you'll never defend because it doesn't need defense, because it's a part of you. Just like your existence isn't cause for argument. Your existence is. It'll never go away. So once you put in your truths, then you're the gestalt of I am. And nothing can penetrate you save what you accept in your life. Think about that. So understand those check marks, for God's sakes. Really, really look at them. Don't get through the day. Live the day. It really, really started changing in the last couple of months when I start diving into my books. And you know what's the greatest thing? I shared this with a couple of people in my class with Vicky, my BFF. I shared with her, I have a thoughts in my mind that is constant now, and it's my book. Can you imagine? And this is great for me, and this might not be comparable, but I've never had the ability to have one idea in my head all day long. I've had fear running rampant through my head all day long. Fear of my parents because I failed. I got something wrong. The guilt. I'm an idiot. I wasn't grown up systematically. Growing up, I was systematically tortured in the idea of less than. And tortured's my word. It's not true torture, but it was torturous to always get berated about your existence because you didn't meet the standards of some fucking asswipe and some cunt that called themselves my parents. But I can't mad at them because they're a bunch of fractals just like I was. I get that. So I had to look at my fucking truth that I was creating my reality with, and it sucked, and I had to take it down. So I did. I spent years. And now I don't have those thoughts. I don't have those thoughts of fear every day. I have Venusia on my mind. I have Stocko marching down this idea of this makeshift walkway going to receive a medal because he's done something, his devotion for Lord Lochi. And all I do is see that scene in my head all fucking day, writing the next paragraph, writing the next sentence. What fucking freedom is that? I'm not trying to. It's just there. And then, of course, I get the thought, oh, I got to make dinner. So I go and make dinner. Preheat the oven, get the fish out, get them ready to go. Let's have some fish, some salmon. Let's go. But I'm not ever always drawing. I'm not thinking about the future and the past and all that. And it's goddamn, it's beautiful. It's fucking really good. Anyways, so I want you to look at that if you could. I want you to look at yourselves and watch and you create the observer. And the observer is a person that doesn't bullshit itself. It's the simplest way to do that. If you really want to know about what the observer is, Transcendence class will teach you, but those are on for a couple of months now because I'm right in the middle of it. But you create that observer and it watches and is honest, and it is a different persona inside of you, and let it be that. You allow yourself to shift those points of view and go, well, if I do this, I'm going to get the same thing. And do I, the observer, want to do that? And you start to be honest with yourself. And it's a learned technique. It's a skill built. It's a honing craft. We are on a journey. I thought we had to get it right, get the one click, and it was all done, and it was all better. And we did it because society told me that. And that's not right. That's not right to teach people. If you do this and you graduate and you get this right, then it's going to, no, you're not. You're not learned. You're regurgitated. So I would highly suggest that focusing in the now, absorbing it all, starting small, not big adventures. Walk every fucking step. Take the step, live in the moment, and watch your mind pull you out of the moment with fears, needs, wants, and desires, must have, shoulds, responsibilities, obligations, and all of the habits, and expose that fucking shit to you and put it right up there on the mantle of change. And you, the observer, says, this is the first step right fucking here. Today, I changed this. And you will learn about yourself. You will learn about creation. You will learn what it is to remember you're a creator on this greatest gift we've given ourselves, the epic journey of humanity. Booyah. I love you. All right, everyone. I think that's all I wanted to say on that. Continue to do the work. Continue to love yourself and choose yourself, no matter the democracy that bears down on you every day as an obligation. Create your own nation, create your own kingdom, return to your own throne, and command your world once again. I love you all. We'll see you in the next now.